I feel like it's really close. I'm by myself this week, if you couldn't tell. Hopefully, I'll try to get Kayla and Stephanie in here, seeing as this is coming out week. And even though this is a channel to talk about trans issues mostly, I'm still talking about sexuality and stuff. And they're inherently sexual, so they can talk about it. There's like a million people outside. Why? Anyway, so I'm gonna try to get a hold of Kayla and Steph. If they don't show up, that's fine. I'm still gonna talk about stuff. What was I gonna talk about? Oh, coming out. When I was in the 8th grade, I met this person who I had a humongous crush on. He identified as female then. He's trans. He told everybody that he was lesbian at the time. Oh god, this is that one road that sucks. Ugh. I knew that something was not, I use normal because I don't know what other word to use. The word, like what my parents would call normal, like what they want me to be. They want me to be straight and cis, and I am neither of those things. And I knew that I wasn't that. So I told my parents that I was lesbian, and it was this, I was so nervous, and I told my best friend, Jen, and she urged me to tell my parents, so I did, and I was really nervous, and I told them. I was like sitting in the car, I think, or we were driving back from somewhere, I don't remember. Oh, but the camera's still with me. And I was like, oh, hey, yo, guys. I don't think I said it like that at all. I think I was like stuttering, probably. I was like, I think I'm lesbian. My mom laughed at me and told me that I was in fact not a lesbian because I like boys, which is true. I'm not a lesbian. I do like boys. I'm pan. But I don't know. It was just ridiculous. Like she didn't even, it couldn't have even occurred to her that I was bi. But she laughed at me and it was terrible and I was really embarrassed. And she made me call my dad, and I did, because I don't live with my dad, and I left a message, and it was really, like, literally, Dad, this is your firstborn child, and I'm gay, bye. And I, like, it was horrible. Don't come out like that. But he called me back and was like, that's fine if you are, like, I don't care, but I don't think you are. He was actually really cool about it, which was the reason that I thought he was gonna be really cool when I came out as trans, but he's the less cool out of the two of them. So yeah, when I was like effectively shoved back in the closet, like I didn't know, I don't know, it was just ridiculous. So I was really ashamed of it, and the idea of telling anybody that I'm trans was horrifying. I had resigned to live my life with everybody thinking that I'm a girl because it seemed easier, and if just coming out as lesbian sucked that bad, I couldn't imagine how difficult being trans or being out as trans would be. Lots of turns. I actually told Jen, I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't done any research. I just knew how I felt, and I had seen like one documentary once on like the History Channel about trans women, and it was a really terrible documentary the way that it was done, actually. I had like mentioned to Jen when I was younger, when I was 13 or 14, I had told Jen, I was really upset. I remember sitting with like my back to the door, because we shared a room, with my back to the door closed, and being like, what would you do if I was a boy? Like if I felt like I was a boy but like I was still me. She got all excited. She was so cool about it, and I just remember that being like one of the first times that I felt like I didn't have to be so scared. I don't know. So yeah, that happened. And then I met Kayla when I was a junior in high school. We talked about some stuff, but I had never mentioned it. When I was in high school, I tried very hard to present like hyper feminine. Like I was always wearing dresses, and I had like 17,000 pairs of shoes. Like got really into like Coach purses and spent like 45 minutes on makeup just because oh my god, I wanted people to see me as extremely female because I felt like I needed to. Oh right, I've met Kayla, I think it was like late junior year, early senior year, and I started like throwing things out there, but I told Kayla very slowly, and I think I had mentioned like a couple of things. I don't even know, like wanting to cut my hair, which I didn't do until like recently. Whoa, come back. I'm sorry if like half this video was like you're down. Then she met Stephanie and they got together, and Stephanie made me very nervous because for some reason I was like convinced that she could tell. She knew. I couldn't even like look her in the eye for the first like 5 months that I knew her, and then I got really comfortable around her, and they became a very awesome support system. For a long time, they were like the only people that knew them two and Jen. Who else did I tell? I told my sister, which was like probably one of the worst decisions I could make. Because I told her I had already like cut my hair, bought my binder, and like a real binder instead of repping with Ace, which don't do that. It was terrible. My mom like basically attacked her and was like, you have to tell me what's going on. There's something going on. My sister Alexis had to tell her what was going on to get her to leave her alone. That really sucks. Like I did not want to have to put her in that position, and I feel really, really bad about it. I had been debating telling her, and it sucks that that had to happen. So my mom knows, and she's really terrible about it. I just ignore her. Just because I'm out though doesn't mean I always get called by my name or the right pronouns. I mean, Kayla and Stephanie are working on it, and they've been doing really well. And oh, here they come. I didn't even text them and tell them I was here. It's really nice to have a friend that just knows me as Danny, that uses the right pronouns 100% of the time. He is awesome. He's awesome. I'm gonna link him below. He's on Tumblr. His name is Jason. He's the one that's been texting me the entire time. He's real cute. I had to tell him I was talking about him. It's really nice to have a friend like that. So anyway, they're gonna get in the car now. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover about my coming out story. They're gonna talk about theirs. And, okay, good. Okay, come on. Drive around the block? Sure. Okay, we'll I'm sorry. Okay, 3-point turn. Let's do this. Don't make that noise while I'm driving. Shut up! What? Oh, yeah. Shut up!
Okay, well, I'm Round Ass, Kayla's girlfriend.
You can't see.
My coming out story is really boring. Like, one day I told my mom, I was like, hey, I'm dating this girl. And she was like, oh, okay. Not this one.
Not me, another one. my mom is really uncomfortable with the idea of lesbians in general. And she's very confused, as am I, as to why I'm not with men anymore. Even though Stephanie and I have been dating for 1 year and 7 months. I just told her a couple months ago because I could never find the right time. My mom's the type of person who doesn't like to talk about things. She'll push it away and stuff. And I just had to sit her down and be like, this is bothering me. I'm losing sleep over it. And finally she was willing to talk, and we talked, and I feel like this is something we're going to be able to get through. My dad met a woman after my mom, because my parents are not together, and who was Catholic. He got really involved with the church. He does not know about Stephanie and I, and he's uncomfortable with us being friends even. It's part of the reason why I haven't told him. His thoughts are everybody kind of picks and chooses your sins. And I mean, why, I don't know. It's like he explained it kind of like like a lifetime commitment of sins. Whereas if you swear or something, it's just, you know, like a one-time thing kind of. But he's just uncomfortable with it, and it's really just because of religion. It doesn't really matter to me if he knows it or not. You know?
I'm going literally almost 20 miles an hour. I'm going so slow.
You are driving, and that's safe.
I didn't want the camera to move around a lot. Well, it's like 30, isn't it? Over here?
Yeah, I know.
Residential, usually it's 25 or 30.
Is there anything else I should talk about?
I can't think of anything else you want to talk about, Steph?
No.
So next time, what are we talking about next week? Are we talking about sexuality next week? Oh, I actually had an idea. I was thinking we could put, can they see me still? I'm driving a car.
Yeah,
whoa, now they can. Hello. This is a box. I'm gonna pull over because I want to look at you in the eyeballs. I can't park there.
There's parking spots like right there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Sweet. Y'all are just fancy.
You can just sit in someone's drive for a while, I mean.
Visitor parking. I'm visiting.
Hello.
Sweet. Alright, well. Okay, so I bought my wallet and it came in this really fancy Spider-Man tin. So I was gonna put like different topics like sexuality and dysphoria I want to talk about. I'm just gonna put a bunch of ow, I just hit myself in the face. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Ow! Fuck.
If you have any round ass questions.
Round ass questions like, do you want us to measure the circumference of said ass?
Hey.
It's foggy in here. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Bye.
I don't think I'm helping.
Open the door, just fall out.
Yeah, open the door.